I got picked up by my sister's friend, but she was so beautiful I almost forgot to breathe. I got off the plane at midnight and sent a message to my sister. Are you still awake? She came to pick me up at the airport and replied with an ambiguous voice message. Which brother are you? Send me a photo so I can see. I was speechless. I made a video call immediately. Tomorrow I'm asking mom and dad how many sons they have. My sister's face instantly changed. I'm sorry, don't tell mom and dad, please. She said she sent her most beautiful, well-mannered best friend to pick me up instead. That well-mannered best friend ended up carrying her on her back, then pinned me to the wall and flirted with me until my eyes turned red. In the 3 years since we got together, Kai pampered me in different ways every day. Even if I said I wanted a midnight snack at 3 in the morning, she'd drive half an hour just to get it from my favorite place without a word of complaint. I thought I had found true love. I was ready to propose to her. But before I could say a word, she introduced me to her white moonlight. Ash looked at me. There was some confusion in her eyes, but more hostility. Kai, is he really your boyfriend? Kai opened her mouth, but the words seemed stuck in her throat. Seeing that, I just smiled bitterly. I'm just here to pick something up. I left something in this box during the last game. Kai looked shocked. She didn't respond. Liam asked, "What was it?" "A key," I replied casually. "The auntie cleaned up before we came, didn't see any keys. Maybe ask her?" "All right, thank you." I turned around and left quickly. Behind me, I could hear Liam laughing, teasing Kai. "You said that just to make Senior Ash jealous, didn't you? Poor guy, just came to find something and got used like that." Then she turned to Ash. "See what you've done to Kai? After so many years, shouldn't you at least give her a proper title?" Ash's voice shifted back to its teasing tone. "Kai and I are just best friends. Don't go playing matchmaker." I stopped and turned around. I saw Kai staring at Ash, infatuated. But when Ash said, "best friend," the light in her eyes dimmed. She gave a bitter smile and followed along. "Yeah, you misunderstood. Senior Ash and I are just best friends." After getting home, I called my sister. "Set me up with that blind date you mentioned before. I want to meet her." Zhang Xue was surprised. "Didn't you say you were going to marry Kai for sure just a few days ago?" Thinking about what I said days ago made me feel like a fool. Consider it a wake-up call. I've snapped out of it. Zhang Xue didn't ask more. "Okay, she's coming back to China early next month. I'll let you know." I set a memo on my phone. Half a month left until next month. I was awake now. It was time to return to reality. Just as I finished, the bedroom door opened. Kai walked in, smiling like always, pretending everything was fine. She handed me a little cake. I waited in line for 3 hours to get this. "Try it." I opened the box. Strawberry again. I set it aside. "I don't feel like cake today." Kai sat beside me and held me gently. "Who made our Liam upset again? Tell me. I'll scold them for you." I gave a bitter smile. 3 years together. And I've told her countless times, I don't like strawberry cake. I like chocolate. At first, I thought she just couldn't get chocolate. But then, a week ago, I saw a Weibo post from someone named Su Chenchen while she was showering. The post said, "I've tried many desserts, but my favorite is still the strawberry cake from Chunlin Road." It was a special follow account. The pronunciation of the name sounded just like mine. I got curious and searched. Turns out his real name is Ash. My name and Ash's sound the same. Then I saw Kai's own Weibo handle. Strawberry cake. She doesn't even like desserts. I finally understood. 3 years ago, we only met once, and then she chased me relentlessly. Always calling me Liam. Always buying the wrong cake. She wasn't calling me, she was calling him. Kai was still trying to coax me. "You must be stressed lately. Eating something sweet helps. This strawberry cake's really good." I felt a stone weighing down on my chest. I said I don't like strawberry cake. She froze, surprised by my tone. Then she forced a smile. "Liam, you're misunderstanding again. Senior Ash and I are just best friends. Zhang Tian is a gossip, don't listen to her." I stared at her. "Can I ask you something?" She looked at me, puzzled. "Do you think there's such a thing as pure friendship between a man and a woman?" She was stunned, her expression turning melancholic. Everyone knew her feelings. She waited for Ash for years. Ash enjoyed her affection but never gave her an answer. Suddenly, Kai's phone rang. She glanced at it, and her face changed. She grabbed her car keys. "Liam, She hesitated. Ash's voice came through the call. "Kai, did you see my message? I'm leaving soon." Kai smiled awkwardly. "Don't think too much. Sleep early. I'll bring your favorite strawberry cake tomorrow." Before I could answer, she was gone. I looked at the empty house, eyes red. "I've told you so many times, I don't like strawberry cake. I like chocolate." Always have. And I no longer knew who she meant when she called me Liam. Was she talking to me or someone else? Through me? I checked Ash's Weibo again. 2 new photos. Spicy soup. I closed my phone and shut my eyes. In the dark, I felt a wet tongue lick my hand. I smiled and picked up Dudu, our little dog. We adopted him together after I found him as a stray. He lay quietly in my arms, his warmth comforting me. If Mom and Dad are separating, would you stay with Mom or with Dad? I whispered. Dudu didn't understand, but he knew I was sad. He wagged his tail even harder. My heart ached. I held him tighter. I could give up everything, except Dudu. Then, a Weibo DM, Ash. I know who you are. Want to make me happy? I didn't reply. Another DM. Dare to meet up? Don't you want to know the truth about me and Kai? I went to the cafe. Ash was already there. Styled up, standing confidently, eyes full of contempt. Pets aren't allowed here, she said when she saw me holding Dudu. He has separation anxiety. I can't leave him alone, I said. It's just a mutt. You really treat her like treasure? She sneered. Kai must have the same taste. Low. She sized me up, disgusted. Did you bring me here just to insult me? I asked coldly. You know Kai only dated you because your name sounds like mine, right? She smirked. She had boyfriends before you, all with similarities to me. Once I said I didn't like her, she dumped them without hesitation. Then why play with her feelings? I asked. She lets me. That's all that matters. You're disgusting. I stood up, holding Dudu. If you beg me, she said, maybe I'll ask her not to dump you. I don't need your pity. I'm not your stand-in. Dudu barked at her. Ash recoiled. One word from me and Kai will kill that dog. She called Kai. Kai, I got bitten by a dog. Can you bring some rat poison? What? Are you hurt? Wait there. I'm coming. It didn't bite me, just barked. Annoying. Then she turned to me. If your dog bit me, who would Kai choose? Me or the dog? Kai answered quickly. The dog is just a dog. You're the most important. I nearly called the police. Ash hung up, smirking. She even teased Dudu with her hand. I stepped back, worried Dudu might bite. I tried to leave, but she grabbed Dudu's tail. He cried in pain. I pushed her. She fell. Help! Kai's voice rang out. Ash! A cyclist hit Ash as she landed. Her eyes welled up with tears. Kai, you're finally here. Kai rushed to her, falling to her knees. I'm sorry I'm late. Are you hurt anywhere? My foot hurts. It might be broken. Without hesitation, Rin scooped her up in her arms. I'll take you to the hospital. But Kai is still here. As he spoke, Sora glanced at me, still standing by the roadside holding Dudu. I looked coldly at the couple. Him crying, her distressed. What a melodrama. Even the cyclist passing by chimed in. Your girlfriend really loves you. How laughable. Even strangers assumed they were a couple. But he, Sora, the man who once said I was his everything, never looked at me, his real boyfriend, not once. Rin's eyes were red with anger, like a lion ready to pounce. She turned her wrath on me. Whatever you're upset about, direct it at us. Why hurt Sora? This is a public road. If it had been a car instead of a bike, who would have taken responsibility? I didn't know what to say, and honestly, it wasn't my place to explain. Still in Rin's arms, Sora gently tugged at him. I'm fine. Don't overreact. I know Kai didn't mean it. I saw him push you, Rin snapped. You're too soft-hearted, Sora. Always have been. Rin's voice cracked, unable to hide the pain anymore. I really don't know how you survived all those years abroad alone. I didn't want to argue anymore. This farce was over. If you're worried, take her to the hospital for a full checkup. I'll cover the expenses. I'm leaving. Stop, Rin called out. Apologize. I turned back in disbelief. What did you say? I said, apologize to Sora. I laughed bitterly. We're standing right in front of the cafe. Want to check the surveillance footage before deciding who should apologize? You pushed Sora. I saw it. Apologize. I straightened my back. It's not me who owes an apology. If you're that mad, call the police. I took Dudu and left in a taxi. Inside, the driver asked, why are you crying? I wiped my face. I'm not, and no, I didn't argue with my girlfriend. I looked out the window. I knew this wasn't just a fight. The moment she asked me to apologize, it was over. When I got home, I threw a few clothes into a bag. Then I left that so-called home with Dudu in my arms. My sister, Jade, called me. Hey, Liam, got your plane ticket yet? Yeah, flying on the 8th. Text me the details. I'll come pick you up. It's fine, sis. I can manage. Not me, dummy. That girl you went on a blind date with wants to meet you at the airport. Oh, okay. If you need anything while you're here, just let me know. I'll get it ready. I looked down at Dudu and smiled. Just prepare a dog bed and some dog food. Is that the puppy you and Rin raised together? Yeah, I said I'd take him with me. This time it's just me and Dudu. No more Rin. The next morning I took Dudu to get his last vaccination shot. The vet said he was all set to play with other dogs. Is it okay for him to fly long distance? Should I crate him? He's still young and has separation anxiety, the vet said. Don't be away from him too long. If you must fly, split it up. Comfort him between transfers. I nodded and booked the trip in 4 two-hour segments. It would take 3 days to reach Switzerland, but it was worth it. When I told Jade, she supported my plan. Take care of yourself, and Dudu. Okay. By the way, Liam, what is it? Last month when I talked to Rin, she kept feeling nauseous. I think she might be pregnant. It hit me like a thunderclap. I returned home and rummaged through her drawer. A medical report. Pregnant. 7 weeks. I stared blankly at my phone until it rang. It was Rin. Where are you? I didn't answer her by name. She didn't need me anymore now that her precious Sora was back. Come to the hospital. Sora's ankle was scraped. Just say sorry and it'll be over. I can't. You must. Rin, have you had your period this month? Why are you asking that? I held the test results in my hand. I remembered the night 2 weeks ago. She came home pale, shivering. I stayed up with her for days. Rin, our baby. You did it for her. What baby? I meant Dudu. You're being ridiculous. She sighed. Just a dog. I was speechless. Dudu wasn't just a dog. 30 minutes. Come apologize. That's it. She hung up. I placed the report back like I'd never seen it. She kept calling, demanding I show up. Eventually, I turned off my phone. When I woke up later, I saw her name lighting up the screen again. You think you can dodge this by running away? Just apologize. Rin, I'm not going, and I'm not apologizing. If you keep this up, I'll call the police. Go ahead. If they investigate and say I'm at fault, I'll apologize. I hung up and went to the pet hospital. Dudu ran into my arms, whimpering joyfully. You mean the world to him, the vet smiled. My eyes burned. Dudu was the only one whose love never changed. Why didn't your girlfriend come today? I don't have a girlfriend. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks for taking care of Dudu. We're leaving. I jumped in a taxi and almost said our home address. Then I stopped myself. Take me to the airport instead. Aren't you going to pack? Number just go. Midway, I changed to the earliest flight out. This place, these people, that house, they no longer meant anything. Once I boarded the plane, I felt unexpectedly free. Letting go wasn't so hard after all. I had nothing with me except Dudu. As we took off, my phone lit up again. Rin, still demanding I apologize to Sora. A flight attendant interrupted. Sir, please switch off your phone for takeoff. Okay. The screen went black. Rin kept calling. The user you dialed has turned off their phone. That was the moment she finally lost me. Not with a fight, but with silence. Dudu rested his head on my lap. I looked out the window, the clouds rolling by. For the first time in years, I was free. If you liked the explanation, don't forget to subscribe.